Same here, please, my chick.
Yeah, clear.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Did anyone have any problem getting the last airport in on the flight plan? Mine wouldn't load it.
Guys, stand by. Hi everybody, welcome very much to the Simhanger and another live fly-in event for the Discord community. I think this one could be interesting. This is our first multiplayer flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So we're not totally sure what's going to happen, but the good news is we can see a whole lot of aircraft and name tags. So welcome to Tunesy, to Hudson, to Rudy, to Admiral Kaba. Thanks very much for joining us on the stream, and big thank you to all of you that have joined me here. 48 of us, I think it is. So that's a tremendous turnout here. Really appreciate it. Welcome also to South Carolina, I think we are in the States, and we're at Eagle Ridge Airport. And our first leg is a 41 nautical mile hop to 24 Alpha, which is Jackson County, and we'll be landing at runway 33. What we want to do is we're going to depart from runway 23 right. It's a right turn, and then you need to climb to 6,500 recommended in order to clear a lot of the high ground. And we'll have lots of time to chat on this first leg. So I recommend, guys, let's go for it. Let's get away, and we'll take it from there.
All right.
I'm just going to film. I'm just going to film your amazing takeoffs and then try and catch up. Tango Theo, are you in the Draco, sir?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
love it.
Lot of Cessna 208s. That's what I'm in today, and quite a lot of Beechcrafts. The singles. I can see a Piper Comanche Muzinski. Is that a Piper Comanche 250? I think.
Certainly is.
Here we go. Here we go.
Stream looks fantastic.
Wow, look at
40,
all that
40.
smoke and what have you. Goodness me. I don't know why it's green though. Maybe because it's grass.
Mark, I just got back with the dog and sat down and started the sim, and it just got it up as you went online. So I'm a little behind the airplane as usual.
No problem, no problem. I'm sure you'll catch us up, and we'll wait for you at the first airport.
No, I'm with you. I'm in the air. I made it.
Oh, you made it. Oh.
I'd say just at that moment, I just got it ready to go as you got the ball rolling.
Well, glad to have you along, sir.
Is anyone else seeing the route overlaid on the screen? I thought I'd had mine turned off, but it's there.
No, I don't. I've got that turned off.
Yeah,
it's V key
back on again.
V key is it too? I can't remember. I've got custom mapping for that.
No, it's not V, but it'll be something.
Control V, Shift V. I don't know.
We can see all the multiplayer aircraft on my PFD. Can you guys? For those of you that have got it.
Yep. No.
I'm in the.
I see it on the EFB tablet.
I'm on the Cessna Caravan at the moment, and I can see all the multiplayer on the PFD, something we haven't seen before.
Let's have a look. I've got the Pilatus, I've got so many screens in this thing, I don't know which one to look at first.
Yeah, if I enable traffic, I can see everybody.
Yep, I see that too.
Well, that's quite a
Only
nice
me,
feature.
Only me.
So climb to 6,500 and we're on our way. We are heading into the Appalachian Mountains. We've got some interesting landings coming up. Remember that the flight plan is merely a rough guide as to actual activities. And so that we don't all get too far away from each other, I recommend that what we do is we try and keep our speed between sort of 145 and 150 wherever we can. Oh, it's great to have you guys back here. There we go.
See us all together and everything's working out.
That's nice. Well, I see two groups of planes splitting up. I don't know which one I'm following. I could be following the wrong one.
Well, don't follow me, you'll definitely go astray.
Well, it depends who's flying GPS and who's winging it.
Just flying north.
Good.
Here we go. So it will be very interesting to see how this develops. Now going to GPS onto nav mode. Let's make sure that that's working nicely. So I think it would be fair to say that the first couple of weeks of Microsoft Flight Simulator have been, there's various words we could use, but we're going to be polite. Shall we say stimulating?
Problematic?
It's to stimulating as opposed to simulating.
How about air pulling?
You've been very kind, Mark.
I gotta like software.
To be fair, they've tackled all the issues, really, haven't they? Or they're getting to grips with them.
Stimulate as an absinthe enema.
I reckon I saw more name tags than 25.
Except for VR issues.
Oh.
Now, why is my autopilot not engaging?
Be a bug, or it could be something you've done wrong, Mark.
I don't think so. What's that?
What? I'm not
Or
sure
could it
what
be
I-
that you left yourself back at the other airport, Mark, because you were still outside your aircraft?
Autopilot doesn't work without piloted aircraft.
With all the confusion of the time setting, of course I jumped in at the last moment and didn't even look at the time. I seem to have daylight, so I'm staying with it.
I can see you, Mark. And Alan Paul, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's me. I'm following Mark.
Good luck
Yeah.
there.
I am, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Tony Dark, Zero's behind me. Nico. Squawk. Dan.
On the name tags, especially I'm looking at Mark's aircraft in the stream. He's just getting the names. That's it. No big details. It looks perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
If you get close, you get all the details come up underneath.
And the stream.
Yeah.
I was going to say, the closer you get, the more detail.
Tango Theo is showing up a bit. Yeah, he's coming towards me.
Pippo the Clown's showing up. Pippo 145, he's showing the Kodiak 100. Oh,
To you, but not to me. I'm behind him.
how many flakes of paint on his aircraft and everything.
I'm
see
behind
the bugs
Pico,
on his
Nico,
screen.
wrong way, Dutch Airways.
Let's have
I'm not sure where you're going, Mark. I think you're going off course a bit.
No, I'm trying to. I
Hey,
cannot get.
Susie.
I cannot get my autopilot to engage for some reason. As soon as it engages, it disengages. Something I haven't had before.
I had some trouble with it last night. It was doing weird things. Last night being a few hours ago.
Yeah. I'm not quite
Okay, I had a
sure.
similar issue when I was basically I had double assigned the same button to engage the autopilot, and then it would engage and disengage, obviously.
But I've only got the one. I've only got the one assignment for the autopilot, as far as I'm aware, and it has worked perfectly during the test flight. Well, we'll have to wing it to the next airport. Literally. Be interesting to see what you guys think of the scenery. Any impressions so far overall?
Fantastic.
Yeah, nice.
Love it.
I think it's too
The
soft.
cliffs are very much improved.
It is a bit soft.
Yeah.
Well,
It's pleasant.
what do
Good
you
evening,
mean?
guys.
Evening. What do you mean
Evening.
by soft?
Morning.
Just it just seems, I don't know, it's lacking contrast.
I was going to say not as contrasty. I don't want to say flat. No, I like it.
I think some of that's due to the reflections off the cockpit window. Because if you fly, say, the paraglider or something that doesn't have a cockpit window, the colours are much more vivid and bright.
No, I've just stuck my head out. It's still the same.
Well, maybe it could be tweaked with, G-force overlay.
I don't think that works with VR,
if
does
that
it?
work.
How's everybody's frame rate compared to when they're flying solo?
My frame rate's fine.
Yeah, so's mine.
Seems
Yeah,
fine.
mine's holding up pretty
Me
well.
Yeah, mine's good.
In flight it's much better. On the ground with all aircrafts, I had a drop of basically half frame rate.
Right,
yeah,
with the
same.
proximity
Much
of
better
the
once we're up in the air.
Yeah.
I'm not counting, but I'm getting smooth and creamy.
Okay,
and how
guys.
many of you are in VR versus 2D?
2D here.
Yeah, VR.
VR here.
And I can see the game latency
VR.
significantly when there's groups.
VR.
Has anyone noticed that the reflections on water have gone wrong again? When you move your head, I'm in VR by the way, the reflections on water of anything behind it sort of wobbles backwards and forwards in a very unnatural way.
Yeah, it does.
I'm sure they had that problem in 2020 and they fixed it, but it took them like a year, if I recall.
It's also got a slightly, and the reflection outline is a little over exaggerated.
Yes.
Mark, how is Moza?
It's fantastic. It really is excellent.
Hope mine is coming tomorrow.
Oh, that's something to look forward to for sure.
Can't wait. Any advice?
Yeah, don't use it. My wife considers herself to be a Moser widow.
Fortunately,
Dark Zero, you want to check your prop? I've just passed you and it's not spinning.
Eco mode.
Secret propulsion.
Tango. Is the route showing up properly for you in the GPS and the aircraft and the avionics?
For me it is. I'm in the Bonanza.
No, for Tango, you're the Draco, aren't you?
Yeah. Affirmative.
And is it following the? If you look at the flight plan, is the entire route on there, and is it actually following it on autopilot?
Oh, I almost never use autopilot.
It is for me, Dan.
Are you the Draco?
Probably would, yeah.
It's working for me okay on Xbox, Dan.
On the Draco?
No, sorry, on the G1000.
Yeah, no, not the G1000. Anyone that's in the Draco with the G3X.
Sorry, mate.
I've got two waypoints on there, which are SC24 and 24A, and that's it. Not showing anything after that.
Okay, guys, let's just talk about we're only. I'm about 12 nautical miles away from the airport. It is on a hill. You should start a gradual descent to a safe altitude. The altitude for the actual runway is just under 3,000 feet at 2,857 feet. And it's on a hill, slight upcline. And you probably want to head a little bit to the left of the track and give yourself the opportunity to lose a little bit of altitude, and then in you go. It's not a massively long runway, so you want to get your wheels down relatively quickly where you can.
So what you're saying, Mark, is it's a very short runway.
On a hill.
Those especially.
Not for a Draco, it isn't.
Not terribly.
Are you challenging us, Mark?
We landed sideways.
It's not terribly short. Yeah, okay, it's a little short.
It's on a hill.
Short enough.
No, for those of you in the caravan, when you want to come in with full flaps and you want to get into reverse fairly quickly to slow yourself down in time.
It may be a new sim, but Mark hasn't changed his style at all.
Those without reverses get scraped off the runway.
Booby traps and tricks.
I think the caravan's really twitchy on the wheels when you land at the moment.
It is.
Has anybody had a problem with the caravan? The blooming generator button keeps switching itself on and off. Has anybody noticed that?
I think you must you must have a conflict.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Well, I'll crash the desktop.
Right, so time to start losing some altitude. I'm 6 nautical miles away. Looking to my left, I can see on a small hill there's a white building, and that's where the runway is. And it's a hard surface runway. Don't want to make things difficult for anybody. And in we go.
Come on, guys, who will be the shortest?
I'll give it a go.
You should have it visual by now.
It's following you, Mark.
You can't go wrong following me, you know that.
I have many times before.
The one thing I watched you guys take off, and I didn't hear any comments regarding wake turbulence, so I can only assume it's not happening at this point.
It doesn't, correct.
At least not very strong.
Man, I didn't notice that.
Flaps one stage down and flaps down fully.
What you're saying, Mark, is I should have turned up in the 737.
I'm a little high, but no problem. We've got 20 feet to land in.
But then another way.
Van Zulu's coming in.
Actually, I'm parked up on the runway. I'm just trying to sort out some of the problems I'm having with the 208 and seeing everyone else.
Is anybody else having the autopilot problem that I'm having?
I did yesterday. It seems fine today.
No, mine's working, but my
No?
throttle, when I go to idle, it revs up.
Yeah, my throttle was being really, really weird.
I think that's other players. It's reacting.
Oh, I'm down. Safe and sort of sound. Just watch these trees, guys. You touch them, you crash. Oh, this ground. Oh, it's 3D. I'm bouncing around on the grass here. Oh dear. I've hit the trees.
In the
That'll be short
caravan, there
enough.
seems to be a lot of thrust at low power settings.
Yeah,
Caravan's very unstable. Yeah, as soon as you get on the ground in that, after you've done your reversing, you're best switching it to idle, to flight, ground idle, or else it will try taking off again.
How do we get out of this now? I'm stuck in the tree.
And it gets rocking and rolling on the ground very rattly on the brakes.
It's Shift Z for slew.
You can also change your key bindings just to switch back to the 2020 key bindings if that makes your life easier.
I've gone for the challenge of the new ones.
I think
Yeah,
the brakes
can't
are
teach an
like
old dog new tricks. I'm going back to the old ones.
Flintstones brakes. I think you have to put your feet out the bottom. Stop like that.
Well, just looking at the stream, Bill Scanlon saying, "Oops, Bill, you never saw anything. You never saw anything. Nothing happened here. Nothing happened here."
Mark, which way are we taking off?
I'm in the branch line here.
I love the upside down 208 in the trees. That was great.
Oh dear. Okay, yeah, well, I think in reality, I suppose we should be backtracking. So I think we need to backtrack, guys. Careful on the turn. And putting the prop to the midpoint, putting the condition lever to the midpoint makes a big difference.
Low idle.
Low idle. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Or beta.
I think I need to do that on final next time. This thing does not want to stop on the brakes.
Is everybody down, or are we still coming in?
Trying to get out of the trees.
I stopped instantly. Like I threw a...
I think I was the last in, I'm not sure.
That's what happens when you hit something solid.
For those of you that have crashed, it's Shift Z to go into slew mode if you're on 2024 transversal. If you're on 2020 transversal, it's exactly the same as it was in Microsoft 2020. But if you're on 2024, it's Shift Z, Shift E to go up, Shift Q to go down, etc.
I ain't going anywhere, Mark.
Select the back to fly button. Handy.
So Mark, I couldn't see other players, and it was because I had set to live time. But if you choose live time, if you choose something other than live time, it says you can't see other multiplayers. But you set to 8:30 in the morning. Now I switched it to 8:30 in the morning. I can see people, but if I left on live time, couldn't see anyone.
Yeah,
Well,
it's perfect. It's okay.
Yeah.
It'll work. As long as you select all players, that's the main thing.
Yeah, it's quirky in the flight conditions because it says if you choose anything other than lifetime, you won't be able to see other players.
Yeah, that's not the case.
No, that's what it says in the flight planner in the flight conditions is wrong, and then there's several bugs around it. So that if the sim thinks that you're in lifetime, it will put you into live players instead of all players, and if it thinks that you're in lifetime and live weather. So it's a matter of setting that before you come into the sim, and generally for most people that works.
Just check it every time before I start the sim. If all players is selected, I'm happy.
Yeah, I managed to change my time, and it didn't default.
But are you on a preset?
Yeah, we'll always go back to default again. So.
Yeah, so every time you load in, it will try and put everything back to live again, and you can see it even from the world map that if you set it to live time after you set it to all players or to live conditions, then it will, if you load the flight condition again, it'll then say live players, which is fine if you stay in live players, but as soon as you change anything, it will then automatically switch to offline. So it's this auto mode switching which is the issue, and that's completely new into 2024, different to 2020.
Okay, guys, let's just say hello on the stream to Stevie B's from windy Tenerife. Welcome, Simon Judge. Good evening to you.
Steve.
And Simulator Gamer Susie, thank you very much for joining us. And Tom, nice to have you along, my friend. Great to have you here. So let's talk about the next leg. Now, the next leg is to a VOR. It is frequency 108.80. It is Snowbird Sierra Oscar Tango. It's 29 nautical miles, heading of 21. And you want to be overhead there at 6,500 or so. And the nice thing is, if you fly over, you'll actually be able to see the VOR station as you fly over it. Something that was rarely visible in 2020. And then it is on to Skyline Peak, which is 33 November Romeo, which is a fairly short runway, and I made a terrible mistake at the time and put touch and go runway 06, so apologies for that. It is a full stop landing, and the altitude is 4,257 feet. It's a bit of a challenge to land at. It's slightly shorter than this runway, but not by a lot. So anyway, tune your VORs to 108.8, and it's 29 nautical miles, and then a further 28 nautical miles to Skyline Peak. And we won't be doing a touch and go. We'll be doing a we'll be doing a full stop landing. Now you need once again to climb to about 6,500 feet just to because we're now really getting into the Appalachian Mountains, to skim over. Feel free to go a little bit higher if you're more comfortable with that. So when you're ready, guys, let's go. Look at that.
I'll have to join en route. Full simulator crash for me here.
Look at that Draco. Tango Theo, you took off in about half a meter.
Oh yeah, it jumps in the air. Landed about the same distance too.
Here we go. Flaps up. I wonder if I'm going to have autopilot this time. Again, slight turn to the right, everybody.
Guys, I have to leave you for today. Have a great flying event and see you next time.
Bye-bye now.
Cheers, eh?
Welcome home. Goedenavond.
Thanks very much for joining us. Now this is weird. My autopilot is now engaged. So there's something erratic going on there. If anybody else has an autopilot problem, let me know. It'd be interesting to see what sort of problems people are having.
I have a co-pilot problem. There's this ugly guy next to me. I don't want him.
Yeah, I booted him out.
Yeah, I can't get it. Went to the EFB, put co-pilot on 0, but he's still here.
No, it's in the. I think it's in the graphical settings.
No, it's right at the start when you go to your profile, when you're setting up your character.
Yeah, I know, but I did select a co-pilot there.
There's like a blank space at the end.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen
but
that.
maybe something
Yeah.
has changed it back. I have to check again.
Yeah, I have a young lady
selected
flying with me, and then I
and
get
you
a
get them
miserable
every
old
time.
git when I'm in the Jericho.
I've got 12 skydives in the back of my plane.
Oh well, as long as they brought beer.
Hey James, thank you very much. Bravo on testing this mark, he says. Yeah, and to all of you guys joining us. Very interesting so far. Not going too bad at all, let's be fair.
I think the multiplayer experience is better in this than the old one. Certainly the aircraft look better and...
Don't know.
Well,
Still can't see friends on the world map. Only after the flight I can see all, but not before. So I don't like the name tags very much.
I got autopilot problems again.
Also, if you're further away than I think 10 miles, you won't see any nameplates at all, so you lose everybody.
Ah, that explains it a bit.
We lost a lot of stuff.
What problems are you having there, Mark?
I cannot engage autopilot. I'm using the Bravo throttle quadrant. I press it, it's almost like a toggle on and then a toggle off.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to rely on skill or luck then, aren't you?
Well, if I'm relying on skill, it's a bit dodge.
Good luck, Mark.
Thanks for the sympathy.
See what you're made of now.
Outside. Never.
Hello, Mark. Mark, I've had something similar to that, not with your autopilot, but with other mappings, when the mapping, instead of being, there's an option for repeat input, and if that's turned on, but it will sometimes, if it's on a toggle, it will toggle it. But with the Bravo, it shouldn't be on a toggle, is it? It's an on and off.
Yeah, it's on and off. It shouldn't be able to toggle.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Oh, Mark, James, Hudson suggested try and maybe disconnect your Xbox controller if it's still attached for you. It's still live, your Xbox controller.
Oh, interesting.
It's worth giving that a try.
Don't do what I did and accidentally disconnect your yoke.
Don't pull the power cable out either, that would be a bad thing.
Yeah, it's a bad thing.
I think I discovered why the damn thing wouldn't load up. I had Windows Update enabled, and it didn't.
Oh, yeah, that absolutely kills it. I've had it. Had a few people fly with, and yeah, it completely kills it, and it will interrupt with it will interfere with the network, with the multiplayer stuff as well.
Yeah. No, that's turned off now. So far, so good.
No, James, I've disconnected my Xbox controller. It's wireless, but I've now switched it off, and I still have the same problem. Whoa!
You've gone to a commercial break on the YouTube stream, Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, that's YouTube, not me.
Oh, I know. You're reminding me that I need to subscribe to the ad-free version.
I've still got you live in you. This quality's gorgeous in 4K. Absolutely beautiful.
Ad blocker.
Probably shouldn't mention this, but there's a browser out there called Brave, and you don't get adverts on YouTube.
I've never heard of it.
Brave, yeah, Brave. It's got a little picture of a lion and it's red, and it's advert free.
When you load into YouTube, you mean?
Yeah, you just put YouTube in and it'll bring it up as on the page, and away it goes. It blocks everything as well. It was recommended to me by an IT friend.
Yeah, it's a privacy-focused browser. Blocks everything.
Mark, when you check your autopilot key bindings for your setup, in the top, I think it's the topmost entry, there is a key repeat switch, and sometimes it is on by default, which is weird because you don't want a key repeat for a toggle switch.
We just mentioned that, but it's on the Bravo. It shouldn't be a toggle. It's engaged. Mark, I tell you one thing which I've experienced a lot is that the sim will say you've got one profile selected, and it's actually put it back onto a default profile, and just having to just switch to a different input profile and back again for both the general and the aircraft control for all connected peripherals, including the keyboard. And that's fixed a lot of issues for me.
I've got toggle autopilot master joystick button 8. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to delete that.
Check it if it is set on key repeat, Mark.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that will.
Problem. Just switch that off.
Easier said than done now that I've deleted it. Hold on, I'm just putting that back on and switch that off.
You've gone a bit quiet, Mark.
Yeah.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
This is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Autopilot on, and it stayed on. No, it hasn't. No, that hasn't worked. So what I'm going to do is delete the keybind.
Save him back.
I do like that you can access controls while you're in flight now.
Yeah, it does help. Bravo throttle quadrant. I'm looking for autopilot. General. No, don't want to cancel that.
I've just noticed my aircraft's got all dirty on the outside, which is nice.
How do you clean them?
Crash to desktop.
Sponge in the basket.
Yeah, just fly them through a nearby rain shower.
Okay, let's just enable this now in Sim. And I have the same problem. Okay, so we will hand fly this. There's not a lot I can do. I got to catch you guys up now. I did have this once before, but it just went away, so I didn't really give it too much attention.
Have you got any other peripherals connected other than your Alpha and your Bravo?
Yeah, I have. But there's nothing related to autopilot that I'm aware of.
But if it's maliciously, but without telling you, switch to a different profile, then it's possible that there might be something that's conflicting.
Yeah.
It does sound like a conflict, and I've several times come in and I've checked that my profiles are correct. They're all correct. It's defaulted to the correct profiles. I think brilliant. It's all working. Then I try taking off, and the aircraft's not responding to the controls that I'm putting in the way that I would expect it to.
I have that regularly.
And I go in, and I just switch from my profile to a different profile, and then back again for all my input devices, both the general and the aircraft, and that that often seems to sort out the majority of the issues.
I find landing at an airport, taking control of your carriage and just walking to this pub is best option.
The pubs aren't modelled very well, though.
I know. I think someone could
usually
make
the
a
door's
killing.
closed too.
I think if Burning Blue did that, I think they'd make a fortune.
Comes with a free crate of alcohol of your choice.
Very strange. I didn't realise you could see the other players until where was I at? Old Warden, and I've got the Burning Blue Old Warden, and he went into the cafe. And I was going to take a screenshot. I was standing in the line at the cafe, ready to take a screenshot, and somebody else had come in and they stood in the line behind me. By the time I got into it, I clicked the photograph button, he disappeared, but he was standing in the line behind me, waiting patiently with me. I never really did the others. Fun, very fun.
Did you check your wallet afterwards?
Oh! No, not too trusting.
Probably empty anyway.
It will be if Mark gets his way and I buy that Moser.
I did see the VOR when I flew over it.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's definitely there.
At least I know that works. My engine just stopped, so I crashed in the hills. And I've just gone out of the sim and back in again and loaded straight on top of you lot.
Oh, brilliant.
At least you know if you crash and you can't get back in, you can load yourself back into the flight straight on top of where everyone is.
Yeah, just look on the map and go in there, yeah.
Although everyone's facing backwards.
Now there's been
the same.
There's been a lot of there's a lot of problems and negative things about the sim, and there's no doubt it was not ready for release. That's the hard and truth reality of it. But what's interesting, what are you guys enjoying the most from the sim at the moment? I'd be interested to hear what sort of features and facets. Somebody's not muted their mic.
Ninja, that's you, buddy.
Ninja, yeah. If you just mute your mic, please, mate. So, what sort of features and that have you found to be the best? I'd be very interested to hear your comments.
Well,
Profiles,
graphics, lighting, seasons, animals,
switching aircraft and not having to find the profile because it's automatic.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Loads up
Walking
quickly.
around.
Seems to be more
textures are much nicer.
seems to be more stable when it's working properly.
Yeah, it's smooth.
It doesn't lag out on the Xbox nearly as much as 2020 did.
And there's a nice choice of aircraft as well, with the airships and the Jetson and microlights.
Yeah, I like that little gyrocopter.
Yeah, that flies well, doesn't it?
We get 4 more for free.
The Draco is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
Wild.
the Draco's good.
But the Draco's mental.
I haven't even tried it yet.
Crazy.
So you know there's definitely a flight coming up featuring that.
Mm-hmm.
What I noticed was
Gamer,
yeah, that'd be good.
Simulator Gamer Susie says she's enjoying the career mode the most.
Oh, well, I'll wait a little so they get it.
I would enjoy the career mode, but since buying an aircraft, I get an error occurring if I try and do the full flight. I have to basically fast forward between steps if I want to actually complete a flight with that.
That's on the Xbox, Dan?
Yeah, that's on the Xbox, yeah.
Anybody else have that sort of problem?
No, I'm on the Xbox and I've completed every single flight that I've done, the full flight.
Have you bought an aircraft? Have you bought?
Yes, no, in career mode. Yeah, I've now got my own aircraft.
What type of flights are you doing? Well,
I've done passenger, and I've also done you deliver parcels and stuff.
Well, the cargo.
Dan, I think you just bought a dodgy aircraft from the second-hand aircraft dealer.
Yeah, I've got the cargo 172, and yeah, every flight it gives me a specific error number, same error number every time, and I can't. But if I sort of skip the cruise and jump to descent, then I can complete it and get all the credits. But it kind of defeats the object of it if I'm doing the flight. Well, I just to say the landscape here compared with how it was in this area in 2020, it's night and day difference. I'm not sure if it's that much better for people on ultra high-end PCs, but here on the Xbox it is.
Ninja, my friend.
Better.
Ninja, if you can just mute your mic, please. We're getting a lot of background noise from you.
Yeah, sorry, done.
Thank you very much.
I noticed one strange thing, which is that I had the Flying Iron Spitfire and the Scout helicopter, and they appeared in the sim to start with, and they've disappeared now.
Have you
I can fly them, but no sound.
Yeah, there's no sound in the Spitfire. I've reinstalled it again today. It's still no sound.
And if you're missing planes, you have to go to the marketplace. It's not open yet, but there's a tab, your library. If you click on that, you see all the planes that you have but are not installed. So you can enable them there. So it's probably over there.
And everybody will know that because it's in the first paragraph of the release notes, which everybody read.
Yeah.
You might have. Sorry, Dan, the dog chewed that.
Yeah, I think the dog must have chewed it for a lot of people because the number of people on the forums there just like effing and blinding about how they're uninstalling flight sim because it's deleted all their aircraft, and it's like, no, just read the release notes.
And just follow.
Well, you know what they say: if all else fails, read the instructions.
Well, exactly.
Well, it's the old RTFM, isn't it?
Yep, indeed.
Okay, so guys, just a reminder now, we're heading towards 33 November Romeo Skyline Peak. It was a touch and go, but you want to start gradual descent to round about 6,000. The runway altitude is 4,257 feet. We're landing runway 06, and it is relatively short runway. So for those of you in the caravan, you're going to need to get your engines in reverse, get your wheels down fairly quickly, and it will be a backtrack for departure. I'm desperately trying to catch you guys back up again.
I got way behind.
Yeah, ditto. Continue, you seem to have power loss.
Stephen, where are you?
I just passed the VOR.
Okay.
I'm 10 miles out.
What?
I see three of you behind me. I see Mark, I see Stephen, I see Hoodlum. I think you're the only three behind everyone else.
Yeah, I see. Oh, Step Order, I see you, and Hoodlum, yeah, I see you. I really do appreciate you guys joining me for this flight for the first 2024, because we weren't quite sure what we'd get. So welcome everybody. I really do appreciate it. Golf Mike, how are you doing, my friend?
Not too bad at all, Mark. How about you?
Very well, thanks, Gordon. Mitchell K, welcome. And Gromit in WA, nice to have you back, sir. Really appreciate it. And Wingnut, great to have you along, sir.
Thank you. Hey, Tango, was a bridge here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, sorry, it's been so long, guys. Lighting looks amazing. I mean, I feel it's a bit bright, but that might be my screen. But I mean, the lighting effects on the plane fuselage are fantastic.
Do you know, I felt it was a bit bright, but if you've ever flown in the real world, you know, it's amazing how bright it can be as well, you know.
That's true. Yep.
Mark, James has a suggestion about deleting your toggle autopilot binding and then manually do it on the switch on board.
I've done that. I've done that.
Okay.
Didn't work. There was also one, a number of suggestions that have come out on the stream, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you, guys. But I think it is just a sim bug, and there's not a lot I can do about it. Right, we're 4 nautical miles away from from landing. Again, you probably want to head a little bit to the left, and you want to be at nothing more than 6,000 feet. Otherwise, you're going to have trouble getting down in time.
Hello, Mark. This is Pops. How you guys doing?
Hey, Pops. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. I just watching you guys flying around, having fun.
Yeah, it's a little challenging at the moment.
Yeah, that's for sure. That whole program is pretty challenging for me.
When are you going to join us again?
I don't think I'll do it pretty soon.
Because yeah, you missed. You'll be more than welcome.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get back as soon as I can. Just had a few issues going on here lately, so.
No problem.
I just wanted to say hi to you guys, and
we really do appreciate it.
Good to speak to you again, Pops. Nice to hear your voice.
Thank you.
Mark, you said backtrack?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think you really need to backtrack there, Tango. You've gone so far down the runway.
Well, the one before was even shorter.
I just flew over it.
Yeah, me too. I flew past it. I'm now going to try and turn back onto it if I can. I've lost visibility.
It's a massive cloud of dust down here.
That's green.
I got a co-pilot. She didn't say anything.
That's interesting. On Xbox, I'm not getting any dust effects, which I normally do when there's fewer players. So obviously.
When you took off at the previous airport, Dan, you were just a cloud of green dust.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure I'm producing lots of detritus for everybody else to fly through, but I can't see it on my own screen.
I actually thought you had a smoke generator going.
It can be quite OP on the loose surfaces.
It gave my computer asthma. I lost a couple of FPS over that.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well,
Speaking of FPS, how is it by the airport?
Now, where is
For me, I mean, I don't have FPS indicator on Xbox, but I can see it dropping detail and stuff on everything. Well, not dropping detail, but dropping like effects and no model matching or anything like that. But it's actually keeping it very, very smooth, much better than 2020 in that respect.
Guys, can you get your name tags off this runway, please? I can't see it.
Just Map a hotkey, Mark. Map a hotkey.
I should have, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I literally cannot. I'm just going to land in the midst of all these name tags.
Yeah, I'm having the same issue.
Yeah.
You can just use Alt-2 to toggle the name tags.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Alt-2. I don't think we had that feature in 2020, did we?
Oh,
yeah, we did.
Oh, right. I never found it.
I don't think it wasn't mapped by default in 2020.
No, I don't think so. Mine was on the backspace.
No,
key.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of things can be mapped on here, but you can, like, you know, toggling your EFB, toggling the display of, you know, visual assists for when the sim invariably turns them back on again.
I love the fact you can see your tracks in the grass, you know.
Yeah.
It's a little
Yeah.
thing, but it
Yeah.
really makes quite a big difference. I love it.
I love the lighting. I think that's my favourite thing.
Yeah. Really
Yeah.
good.
You know, it's
Yeah, something I've noticed as well, when you land on the rough ground and you've got like we've got some in the caravan, the wheels are bouncing up and down now with the ground.
A ploughed field. I landed in a ploughed field yesterday, and it was like I remember going across a ploughed field on a motorbike. It's
yeah,
awful.
it'd be like being on a roller coaster, isn't it?
Yeah, really good.
It is
With
in
the
the
vibro
motion
stick.
sim, Mark.
For some reason, my reverse thrust won't work.
You guys haven't left me any room.
Yeah, I had that problem with the reverse thrust, but I persevered with the mouse.
Well, that was an arrival.
So has anybody experienced any wake turbulence?
Nothing.
Well, you know what we should all do? Is we all just take off as a mass gang. Not yet, though. Stand by. Let's just talk about the next leg. Okay, so the next leg is Spruce Pine. It's a waypoint. We pick up the North Toe River. We want to drop down and follow the river. It does do quite a number of S-bends. And we follow that through to 7 Alpha 8, which is Avery County. But instead of landing there, we're just going to do a touch and go at runway 35, and then we will go on to Elk River. So to Spruce Pine, it's 22 nautical miles, and then to Avery, it's just another 4. So it's about 4 miles following the river, and then you can't miss it. So everybody want to get lined up? Let's test wake turbulence, and when I say go, shall we all go?
I just crashed and I'm stalled on the runway. Aircraft system malfunction. I kind of messed it up.
Do you want us to wait for you? No problem. You don't have damage on, do you?
Oh, that silence is deafening.
Sorry, did I not transmit there?
No, it's a silence.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm stalled on the runway.
Okay, so we'll wait for you. Give us a shout, and then what I suggest is we all just floor it and see what happens.
What's a quick restart? Does anybody know what the key press is?
I can't
Just
remember.
go ahead. Just go ahead without me. I'll figure it out.
Everybody
To
ready?
restart your engine. Restart your engine. I think it's Control E.
Wait, I think it's coming. It's turning. Yeah, we're going.
All right.
But
Okay, we're going to test wake turbulence. So we're going to go 1, 2, and on 3, floor it. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, guys.
She said 3.
That was a big gap.
And if anybody has
1, 2. No.
Did you do 3, Mark?
I
Do we
did.
go on 3 or 1, 2, 3? Then
No, I
You
said
never
on
said
3.
No, you
One,
didn't.
Yeah, we just said 1, 2.
1, 2, and then it went
Nothing
quiet.
else.
I think you let go of your transmit button.
Well, I wanted to be
Nothing.
first off anyway, so it looks fantastic. Come on,
Sure.
guys, come on in. The air is wonderful.
Yeah, I don't think there's any wake turbulence.
I took off. I accidentally took off behind everyone, and it was smooth sailing. So I don't think so. And I'm in a Draco, which is fairly light. So.
Can I just ask people? Can I just ask people in VR? Are you seeing like a shimmer in the trees?
Nope.
Yes.
I do sometimes, Tony. Must
Yeah,
admit.
sometimes I do. I'm not even in VR.
I think it'll depend on the resolution of your headset and what graphic settings you've got.
What I've seen, and obviously not VR, what I've seen is there's some circumstances where the sim's dropping, rapidly switching between LODs for scenery assets. Several times a bit, several times a second, and you get ground textures flickering and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. That's probably what's going on.
Guys, just if you need altitude, anything from 4,500 to 5,500 feet is recommended for this. You'll see a valley in front of you. Feel free to dip down, and we're just going to follow the valley till we hit the river, and then we're going to follow that river first east and then north to Avery County, and it's a touch and go, straight in runway 35. Stella Aviat, how are you, my friend?
Hello, Mark. Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you?
Very well. Thanks very much for joining us. And to Alan Paul and Tankbert, great to have you along again.
Hey, Mark. Thanks for planning a trip close to my neck of the world. Western North Carolina is real pretty.
Yeah, it is. It's, I believe the Appalachian Mountains are very big on for its oak. Am I right there?
Sorry, you're a little bit faint there, Mark.
The Appalachian Mountains, are they well known for the oak? Would I be right in saying that?
Yeah, there's a lot of oak. There's a lot of pine in the south. Of course, it goes all the way up from Georgia all the way up to Maine. So the trees change a little bit as you move. I live in North Georgia, so we're just on the southern tip of the Appalachian Mountains, and we're flying over Western North Carolina right now, which is really, really pretty. Have some nice peaks as we've seen.
So we've crossed from
is pretty good, but yeah. The trees are a bit thin compared to real life, but it's excellent, really.
So we've crossed from South Carolina into North Carolina now.
Yeah, we've been in North Carolina for a while now.
Yeah.
We go up to Asheville and Waynesville. We passed that on the second leg, I think. But real pretty up there. Actually, some good ski country around Maggie Valley.
And the cars down here in the valley are driving on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, it seems broken.
Hey,
Right side of the road for me.
Hey, X-Ray 14, how are you, sir?
I just saw a T-bone on a crossroads though, where a car just rode straight across the freeway.
X-Ray 14, is this your first flight with us, or I don't
Yep,
recognize it? Yeah, well,
It is, yeah.
You're very welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
There's pylons by the side of the road here.
Yeah, tricky. One almost got me there.
Yeah, I was about to say, they just suddenly spawn in, don't they, right in front of you?
Yeah, watch out for low flying upside down aircraft.
Darth Coyote,
There's
Darth
Tango.
Coyote, welcome.
Thank you.
Oh,
I don't recognize your tag either. Right? Are you new to the fly-in?
I've been here a few times, but because of a mishap I had with 2020, I was accidentally named by Microsoft Smirky Ivy.
Accidentally.
And I decided after I started playing multiplayer more and more that I should actually change it because it doesn't fit anything to do with me.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, my friend. I really appreciate it. And I see some familiar names such as Retriever Neil, Tony Dark Zero. Really appreciate you guys continuing to support the fly-in.
Always.
Yeah, definitely.
No problem.
Plenty of smirky people here anyway.
Yeah, yeah, they are. I don't know if any of you...
Despite all the hassle, it seems to be working pretty well.
It does, actually.
Well, if anybody wants my old handle, they're welcome to it.
Who else have we got? Steve C. Wrong Way, of course. Regular member. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. And Lurker 49er. Another regular. Thanks, guys.
Well, thanks a lot. This is great.
I can see a Draco heading down the road with a 737 hard on its tail. I really wish it could improve model matching.
MGB Dave, welcome. Thanks for joining us again. Really appreciate it.
Happy to be here, Mark. This is a good time.
I must say,
the turbulence coming off these hills.
I must say, I don't know about you guys, but my performance is super smooth.
Yeah,
yep,
sure is.
Likewise.
It is.
Excellent.
Yeah, definitely.
You haven't missed a frame on the stream, not a frame.
Yeah, it's absolutely super smooth, and
you're broadcasting in 4K.
I'm surprised because I'm using a ZX Spectrum.
Oh, you've got the 48K RAM pack, haven't you? That's why.
You mean you haven't got the plus, Mark? I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I couldn't afford it. Right, I'm now, if you can see me, I'm now at the point where we're just touching up onto the river, and we're going to start following that through. So now altitude at your own discretion, and we're going to follow that through, and we'll come across a hard surface airport. It's pretty hard to miss, and it's a touch and go, runway 35, and then once again climb at your discretion. Horace 45, how are you, sir? Thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, not bad, Mark. Now I've finally sorted out that problem with the Windows update. It crashed 3 times. It's the 3rd time lucky. And I thought, oh, I'll check that, and that seems to have sorted it out.
Great. And Pete B, great to have you back again, sir.
Thanks again, Mark.
I need to zoom in a little bit here so I can see where I'm going. Not exactly following the river.
I was able to restart my engine with the Bravo switch on the far right. That is the restart.
That's right. That means, did you follow my configuration or is it the default?
Default.
Oh, I was going to claim glory for that one.
I had trouble programming binding any of those switches, so I just sort of left them as they were.
Okay, guys, you want to get a flap down, just one stage, and start losing some airspeed, and we are right here.
Nice one, Dan.
What did you do, Dan? Are you down?
No, I'm just following Tango under the bridges. So.
Breakneck speed.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Here we go. Touch and go.
Where are we landing? Have we got an airport or something?
Here we are.
This next airport's Avery Coast, 7 Alpha 8.
That's where we are. We're right
Runway
there.
35.
I'm going to run out of fuel.
I'm down and I'm up. Flaps up.
It's a big one, you miss it.
Now we
That's
need.
it.
Now we're going to need. I'm just going to pause this here so that I can see your amazing landings. Here we go.
Whoa.
Come on, guys, get down, get down. Mitchell K, nice one. Psychic, nice. How are you today, my friend? Steve C, Step Horde, Stella Aviat, wrong way, up, we're all coming in.
Is this a touch and go or a full stop, sir?
This is a touch and go, and then you want
stop
to.
anyway.
Then you want to climb at least 5,000 feet.
Hi,
and
Mark. I'm good, thanks.
Was a landing for me.
Oh, deliberate?
Even for me too.
Well, I think I got some kind of damage here, and it was kind of losing control, so I just hit the ground, and here I come up again.
Okay, so now you want to, once you've done a touch and go, we're going to head on to the next airport, and that is Elk River, November Charlie 06. You want a heading of about 28 degrees, and I'm just cutting in a little bit to get back on track at the moment, and altitude at your discretion, something in and around 5,000 feet will do very nicely. It's a full stop landing at Elk River, landing runway 30, altitude is 3,468 feet, and it's a full stop landing.
I noticed the river showed turbulence as aircraft went over it, which was nice.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it's not,
Very
that is
interesting.
good actually, yeah.
Just gonna never say die, try my autopilot. Oh, my autopilot's... Oh, it's off, damn. Oh, it's off, damn. I thought my autopilot was gonna work. No. I think it's a bug. Because I've flown this caravan a number of times without any problems at all.
Did you try to assign the function to a different controller?
I haven't, no. But I'm okay hand flying it for now. But I need to check whether there's some conflict, but I've got absolutely nothing else that's consigned to that button, and I've checked. So I don't know what it is.
In the meantime, the microwave's going on and off in the kitchen.
Right.
I'm going to drop off, guys. Thanks very much. I keep encountering power loss, doesn't matter what plane I choose, so giving up for today.
Well, thanks for joining us.
See you later.
Ta-da.
Take care.
Bye.
I need to just zoom in and see where we are. I'm about 7 nautical miles away. Once again, you want to aim just a little bit, probably to the right of the airport, to give you a chance to get down. If you look up on your left-hand side, you should start to see the runway now. Well, I think that's the runway.
Then you seem to be pretty high because it's in the valley.
Yeah, we've got to get over these hills first. And drop like a stone.
You're recommending 5,500, Mark?
For your initial climb, and then at your discretion just to scrape over the high hills here, and because your landing is 3,500 feet basically, so you're going to have to drop down fairly quickly.
Gotcha.
Full stop.
This is a full stop landing. And we're landing runway 30. Quite a nice long runway, this one, so shouldn't be too much of a challenge. Flaps to full. I'm a little bit high. Mind the tree just in front, but of course that's standard, isn't it?
Is that a Microsoft tree?
It is an Asobo tree, sir.
Oh, the notorious Microsoft tree.
Doesn't look as if your flaps deployed their mark in the outside shot.
No, they're definitely down. And they're full down.
Right. Yeah, when you went outside there, they were definitely up.
Oh, a little bouncy. This is not going well. Come on, get down. Whoa, that was a shocking landing. Oh dear.
Nice handbrake turn around cool like that, Mark.
Thank God for the wing, eh?
That was a hard landing. I would have had to issue refunds.
That was a shocker. That was a shocker for me.
The tree was
There are no refunds.
I did about 15 landings.
Damn.
Yep.
I'm surprised nobody took that tree down.
Tank Bert, I did exactly what you're doing. Oh, Sven Gwent. That was ugly.
Blame the autopilot, Mark.
I've got damaged flaps, that's my problem.
I've got a damaged pilot, that's my problem.
Are you sticking with that damaged flaps excuse?
I'm sure I broke something. I'm sure
that
I
is
broke
a very well placed tree at the end of a runway, isn't it?
It is. It's so typical.
Are you sure you didn't leave yourself at the beginning, Mark?
Yeah.
I made it.
Did you used to bounce stones off the top of a lake, Mark, at any time in your youth?
I did actually.
Yeah. You obviously practiced at that.
But there's great skill.
Yeah.
Oh, I slammed into a Microsoft tree.
Yeah, we got to be a lot more careful, don't we?
I noticed some of them are there, some of them are not, but we don't know which ones till it's too late.
Right, I've come to a stop at last. It is a backtrack, guys.
Well, strangely, I got a full power outage in the caravan.
Have you?
Yeah, it's come back on now. I managed to start it again, but everything just went.
That's what
dead.
Step Order had.
Yes, same here. It happened to me. It just went dead and I crashed into the hills.
Thankfully, I was down. But,
my only problem is my autopilot. I just cannot get it to stay on, no matter what I do.
The ground beside the runway is so bumpy, I literally have to put the seatbelt on in my motion rig.
Which button are you using for your autopilot, Mark?
I was using the autopilot on the Bravo throttle quadrant.
Right. I mean, is that... It looked as though it bounced in and then went straight out again, didn't it?
It does.
Yeah, so...
It's like a toggle switching it off.
Correct, yeah. But it seems to... It doesn't look as if it's latching.
Yeah, and it hasn't happened... it happened once before. I can't really explain it.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what it is.
Yeah, I know I had the problem, but mine was with my flight gear.
Yeah?
It was supposed to bring my feet up and it didn't. It just kept flicking itself back on and wouldn't come off.
Hmm.
I was flying with my fly gear down. Not on this flight though, on another flight I was in a different plane.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. All the dust is modeled on the cowling after driving that off-roading.
Yeah. My plane's a lot dirtier than when I started.
It's amazing how much of the important bits they get right in this sim, eh?
Who's oh, Hoodlum, are you in the Texan?
Yes, that's me.
Ah, the old T6.
I keep coming and going. I keep having problems.
Right, the next leg. We are departing here, and we're heading to a waypoint, which is Ritzi, R-I-T-C-I. You want to climb initially at 4,500 feet, and then over Ritzi descend to 3,000 feet. And then you want to get down to water level, and there's a bridge. We're going to go under or over the bridge, it's up to you, and then a climb to 2,500 feet for a final approach to Elizabethton Municipal. So depart from here, climb at about 4,500 feet, heading is 348, and once you're over the high ground it drops away quite quickly. You want to descend to 3,000 feet over Ritzi and then down to fairly low level to go under or over the bridge, and then it's going to be a right hand turn towards waypoint MK. So when you're ready, feel free.
No, you could go over a bridge. Well, have to try.
Yeah, that's a new feature of 2024.
Okay.
Mark, how are you doing, mate?
World.
James.
It's Hodgson. How you doing, mate?
I'm very good, thank you.
Just a comment by GManFly69. It said it's possible your yoke is causing the autopilot to disconnect. If dead zone is off, the sim may result in an impulse which may X.
Yeah.
Which may cause it, basically.
Sorry, say that again. I'm not sure I followed it.
It's talking about a dead zone in your in your what do you call it? Your alpha yoke.
No, put a dead zone in your yoke.
Yeah.
Well, no, I say if you have one in, it might cause it. I mean, I've not come across it. I don't have a dead zone in my XPC, but you might.
How odd.
So you could prevent it by having one in.
But I'm using the CLS60 force feedback yoke, so I'm not using the alpha.
Right, okay, I'll disappear. Okay. It's just a try.
But James,
Hello,
James, you were interested in how it is. Look, aircraft control can be a little bit hit and miss because of the bugs within the sim, but the multiplayer experience overall is not bad at all.
Okay, good.
In fact, it's working perfectly for everyone apart from Tunesy.
Oh yeah, we do multiplayer flights almost every night, and it's perfect. It's no problem.
It's
very good.
Any problems I've had today have been pilot error.
Well, yeah, you have to figure the sim out. It's tricky enough with all the bugs.
Okay. Can I just say before I go, Mark, your voice was lovely in our Christmas special. If you've not seen that, guys,
no, I haven't.
Go and listen to Mark in our Christmas special. You're in for a treat.
I'm in it, I believe.
I'll leave it there. I'll see you later.
Are you saying you enjoyed my dulcet tones, sir?
It was brilliant, mate. Brilliant, absolutely. Wasn't it, David? Absolutely brilliant.
Very good. Very good. I like the ad-libbing as well at the end there.
Yes, I have been known to ad-lib occasionally.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to leave you to it. I'll keep watching, Mark. It's very interesting. Thanks for doing this.
Well, thank you. Thanks for popping in. You're always welcome, James.
Thanks, Mark. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
James.
So what you're saying then, Mark, is that as long as you don't want to fly your aircraft reliably with reliable aircraft control, it's really quite brilliant.
Yeah. Is there any other way?
Yeah, that sort of sums it up. Thanks.
Yeah, I like to be able to fly the aircraft. That's the problem.
I think there is not enough. Well, I'm stating the obvious, but there's just not enough time spent on some of the core elements in terms of the profile following. Once you've created the profiles, and there are many little bugs and issues with the aircraft, ranging from you can't pop out the panels on the C172 to many other issues.
Yeah, but it's
I suppose the real test. I was going to say the real test is: would you go back to 2020?
No, I wouldn't.
Never.
Because I never say die, eh?
Cancelled the Ultimate Game Pass, so it'll be gone in 2 weeks anyway.
I've moved my download date to February.
It's slipping, David. It's slipping.
Yeah, it's going to the right.
But you guys can help me answer a question. I've been trying to find the answer out, and I've had a number of different answers. In terms of access to multiplayer, do you need a live subscription regardless of the version of the sim that you own? Is the question.
Absolutely not. No.
Not if you're on PC.
Do an Xbox.
No, sorry, just PC.
Yeah, not on a PC. You don't need it.
I haven't had Game Pass for years, Mark. I just buy the game.
Okay. And have you guys noticed that there is new multiplayer communication settings
in game? Yes.
In game. I haven't tried it, but that is something that could be very interesting.
Almost like you can talk to one another in a
Could
group.
be.
Flight, isn't it? Yeah.
Discord has its problems.
And
I would imagine it would only work within the 5 mile range, sort of thing.
I don't
We have
know,
to try
but
it out.
I think we need to test it. Right, I'm over Ricky now, and now dropping down. And we're going to weave our way through 1 or 2 of these islands here. And then we're going to go under the bridge. And then a right-hand turn, climbing to 2,500 feet. If you feel your aircraft is a little too dirty and would like to wash your wheels, feel free.
Keep an eye on the wake on the water.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, I'm at the bridge.
Well, wait for us.
I'll come round for another go.
Good man.
If I get under it. Pull up.
Tango Theo, you are just... Oh, and Dan Lance, you've changed your aircraft, Dan.
No, I've been in this one all the time.
Have you?
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Oh, and you just washed your wheels, sir. Nice, nice one.
Oh, this is an easy bridge.
Here goes Tango Theo. Oh, what are you doing? Are you going under?
Of course.
Oh, you are too. Oh, I'm impressed.
Upside down.
Yep, I just lost my foot.
Oh.
Easy one.
I think everybody should do it twice.
Yep.
One naughty, one nice.
That looked cool, Tango. You was upside down right in front of me.
Here comes Wild Titan. How you doing, sir? Oh, very nice. Stella Aviate's through. Come on back, guys. Step orders through. Death Coyote. Swing
With
Gwen.
damaged ailerons, too.
Trev P. How are you, sir?
That's an incredibly smooth flying, Tango.
There's 3
Here
things
comes
in life.
Alan
Death,
Paul.
Axis and Tango upside down. I'm
Golf
great.
Mike. Grey Flyer X. How are you, sir? Nice one.
I'm good.
Pete
How are you
B.
doing?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you. Oh, this is amazing. Come on, guys, get lower. Woodlam, that was epic, my friend. You just took my wing off. Yeah. X-Ray. Grommet MWA. Nice. MGB Dave. Oh, lovely seeing that wake on the water as you were so low. Fantastic. That was amazing. Now a fairly rapid climb is required here. Try and get over this high ground here quickly, this ridge. Well done, guys. That really looked fantastic. I can see a number of you still skimming along the water there.
Okay, I'm upside down in the lake.
Oh dear. I said
One
wash
way to
your
wash the plane.
wheels, not your wings.
Wings were dirty, though.
Drying them now.
Okay, I'm going for it.
The one thing I'll say about this force feedback yoke, guys, is that the pressure that you get in various circumstances and it's so realistic. It's absolutely amazing. Now we're coming in now to our final stop for this flight, but I have a favor to ask you guys. I don't want you to log off. What I'm going to suggest is we have a park up, we get out of our aircraft and we do a group shot with us in front of the aircraft. What do you think?
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Sounds good.
It's
You'll
going
have to remind us how to do that. 'cause
Yeah,
I've
I
never
don't know
tried
how
it.
to get out.
I know how to do it. I will give you all the details, but I just think if we all get and stand together, how epic is that going to be, guys?
That'll be cool.
That'll be real cool.
In this old thing? With my hair like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have warned us beforehand.
Well, I'm going to see a lot of clones. People looking exactly the same. It's not really good model matching when it comes to the avatars.
So we're going to land.
Some of the aircraft, man.
And then what I want you to do, we're going to taxi along the way up towards the buildings and then just pull onto the grass.
Can I send my co-pilot? She's pretty good looking.
He's giving me the silent treatment.
Did you notice some of the? You notice some of the co-pilots actually speak?
She just looks away.
Yeah. How do you manage that, Tango?
Yeah. It's a special one. No
you arrange it specially.
Yeah. The perfect woman.
Ooh. I was just thinking, is Carol from Idaho with us today? She's normally with us, and
no, she's not in the list. No,
she's being missed.
We got Susie.
Is Susie flying or just in the chat?
She was flying with us. I can't see her name tag anymore.
Carol is Hobie Stang.
Ah.
Are you there, Susie?
she's watching the stream.
So after my last disastrous landing, I'm going to make this one butter.
Famous last words.
Yeah, I want just one good one would be nice.
There'll be a lot of oil in the run.
This
I've
is
got two.
oh!
I'm going full flaps.
The Texan is on its nose.
I've got two cards in my hands marked. One says technical merit, and the other is artistic impression.
Oops.
I made it.
Technical
Somebody's
merit.
upside down.
Okay, so guys, just on, if you can see me, just before you get to the buildings, there's a grass strip on the right hand side. Just head over there. It's quite bumpy.
Well, one problem that I have on Xbox, Mark, particularly in the Draco, but I have had it in other aircraft as well, is that I lose all input from my peripherals, and I have to pop the Xbox menu up, and then I get it back again. But when that happens just on landing, like it did then, I end up upside down. So,
I'm on Xbox. I never had that problem.
I've had it several times in this aircraft.
Guys, you can see where I am. If you just want to come and park in a line, not necessarily all of you park on top of me. Just come and park on the grass here, and I will then give you guys, and if you can, cut your engines. Once you park, this is final stop.
Whoops.
It looks like knitting.
I can see now that my right flap is damaged. It's still extended. So how did you get out there?
So you should be able to just open your door and you'll be able to step out.
Okay, guys, so once you've landed, please kill your engines so we can hear ourselves think.
Go back in, man.
Cut your engines, just pull the condition lever all the way down.
Sadly, simulator crash, so I have to leave you boys here for today. But thanks, Mark. Great fun. Good chatting with you all.
Thanks very much for joining us.
In the next one, man.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm just having a walk over there. I won't be long.
I'm going to see if I can get in your plane, Mark.
Oh, yeah, I do have dust all over. Yeah, that's cool. Aircraft actually gets dirty. Yeah, that's good.
Unfortunately, from a camera point of view, I need to be in my plane, which is unfortunate, but...
How do I get out?
Okay.
Go to your door. As you turn to your door to the door handle, press it, and it should allow you out and build out of your plane.
Now, guys, can I...
Shift C.
Guys, can I ask you to cut your engines, please?
I shift C.
Okay, 20 press up to go.
Okay, so how do I walk?
Okay, so...
W.
You walk W, S...
Got it.
Yeah, A and D,
Alan
and
Paul is walking halfway through the grass.
If you press W...
Control is ideal for this.
Guys, if you press W, then and use your mouse. Now, if you can face away from the aircraft, I'm on the runway side with the camera. So if you guys can turn around, there you go. That's it. And clump closer together. And those in the front can crouch by hitting C.
Wait for me.
Horace is in a hole.
Alright.
Oh, that's better. Very long grass.
There's a chap here in the foreground who's had his he's been chopped off about an inch below the knee.
Is this the chaos part of the carnage? Right, yeah.
That's very good.
So if everybody can see sort of step order, he's in the middle. Sven Gwent is on the... He's just disappeared through a prop.
Oh yeah.
Okay guys, face away from the aircraft. Exactly, that's it, Ninja. You're facing, that's perfect.
Everybody say Simhanger.
Whoops, let me just get this sorted.
Is there a run button?
Yeah, there is on the controllers. Right trigger.
Again, if you can just kill your engines, guys.
Shift button.
Got the twin over there.
So many moonwalkers here.
So strange.
They're walking around crouching down.
Yeah, hit C to crouch. Just C to stand up again.
And sextuplets here as well.
Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
What about
13,
our
14,
dogs?
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Only 22 of you so far.
I've just crashed a desktop on Xbox.
I just did too.
Oh dear. Well, guys.
Walking outside sometimes causes that.
Guys,
I can't hold my smile any longer.
I'm going to post this on the Discord as soon as I get a mo. I'd just like to thank all of you very much for joining in this test flight. Greatly appreciated. There will be another flight which won't be a live stream between Christmas and New Year. So I'll be in VR, etc. And I just wanted some input. You can have a Kit Fox focused fly-in or a helicopter focused fly-in. What's your preference?
Heli.
Helicopters.
Helicopter.
Yeah, helicopter.
Okay.
Helicopter.
Yep, helicopter.
Well, that's pretty emphatic. So helicopter it is. Thank you everybody very, very much indeed for joining us. Really do appreciate it. Let me get back in the cockpit because it's a bit loud. Now I'm looking at the backs of all of you. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you to everybody on the stream for joining us. Really do appreciate it. And thanks for the group shot, guys. It's going to feature more often. Stay well, look after yourselves. See you again soon. And ciao for now.
Great first
Great fight.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Great fight. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thanks. Bye bye.
See you later.
Cheers, everyone. Bye bye.